Welcome to the Bill
Bert
podcast.
Wait, you do the pod, I'll do the cast. So you say it again.
Welcome to the Bill
Bert
podcast. Yeah, that has to be the intro. That's got to be the intro. What's going on?
But we're different men in the fact that I remember telling you one time that I had lied to my daughters until they were 13 and 11 about Santa. And you're like, what the f? And I was
No,
like,
it's the level that you took it to.
I took it hardcore.
You had like video and you dressed up like him and stuff.
Yeah,
like, dude, like the level of lying that was just like.
It's so much fun. It was so much
Dude,
fun.
Oprah Winfrey should have interviewed you after that.
Dude, being Santa Claus.
We're doing Lance Armstrong and then Bert Kreischer.
I want you to see the look on my daughter's face. By the way, hold on one second. I just found this video the other day. Look at this video of my daughter. Ready? This is my daughter seeing that Santa had left a trampoline. Okay? This is Georgia. Look at her face.
It's a trampoline. What? Daddy?
Are you? What?
That's
cool.
Yeah, Santa left her a trampoline.
Well, yeah, you can do that. You don't
Yeah,
have
it
to
was the
fucking do the
greatest.
the
I
grainy
miss this
video
so
of it
much.
happen.
Oh, that video. I'm going to get the copy of that video and give it to you, and you can play it inside this. It is the best editing work I've ever done. They put the GoPro up.
Because you did it with love.
They put the GoPro up to catch Santa with a fucking 16 gigabyte card. I'm like, ladies, we're gonna be running all night. We're down 128 gigabytes. And they're like, what? And I was like, don't worry. I'm gonna plug it in to the wall. I'm gonna put the gigabyte. We got it covered. And they're like, really? Now I'm on their team. We're all on the same team. They go to bed. We all go to bed. Let it normal, right? Runs. We let it run for like an hour. And then I come in and I just spliced that part of me walking in. The dog stayed the same. The cat stayed the same. Everything was identical. I just pulled it out and I got under the mantle and I jumped down with a bell in my hand. I had a bell in my hand and a white glove on and a flashlight. I jumped down and I fit the flashlight around, and then I took the flashlight up to the GoPro, and the glove
Santa
comes
doesn't
up,
come in like a burglar.
turns the GoPro around, and I walked around. And I started messing with presents, right? Then I played it for them Christmas night. They're like, oh, we should check the GoPro. My dad's there, my family's there. I was like, let's check it. My dad's looking at me like, the fuck are you gonna check a GoPro for? I go, Dad, we tried to catch Santa last night. And he was like, do you think you got him? Like my dad's like, you think you got him? And I was like, I don't know, let's check the footage. And he's like, ladies, you're not gonna see anything. Like, I hate to break, they're getting older now. And he's like, guys, I hate to break it to you, but listen, girls, I think now would be a good time. And then you hear ching, 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 ching. And my dad goes, the fuck is that? And I go, it's Santa. And my girls were like, oh my God. The glove comes up and my dad looks at me and he goes, oh, I think you're fucking your children up.
He said that, right?
He said that right to me and I went, what? And he goes, you gotta tell him right now. And I was like, Dad, we got Santa. We got footage of Santa.
Oh my God. So how did that play out when their friends found out and then they're like, I have documented footage. And then you have to be, you were sitting there like this when you were telling them, were you just like, listen, Daddy hasn't exactly been forthright. Oh. Use Christmas confessional words. Hasn't been forthright. Yeah, I've already like.
Your daughter's too young to even know what Santa is, kinda.
No, she gets it, but she doesn't understand the impossibility of it. Like that one guy in a bag can somehow go all around the world in one night. Yeah, yeah, I'm already having like, why am I doing this? It's just because you just.
So fun.
It is, but who's it fun for?
It's fun for me.
Okay.
You know what I used to do? I used to have my uncle, Pete, would call. You ready for this?
You brought him into Bert's world.
You ready for this? In my
Shit is making me
contacts,
uncomfortable, Bert.
under Santa Claus, it's a picture of him and everything, and it's my Uncle Pete. I could call him right now, and if I go, Santa, he'll go, ho, 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 ho. He'd call up.
This is like a conspiracy.
He'd call up every Christmas Eve. All the families are there. All the kids are there.
I love that you have his cell phone number. I mean, that's like beyond having like fucking Brad Pitt or some fucking superstar's number. I got Santa Claus.
My wife would go into the kitchen, right? Either that or my sister. My sister would go into the kitchen, and I'd put my phone on the table, she'd call my Uncle Pete. She had a list of all the kids' names in the room and all the presents they wanted for Christmas. She'd call my Uncle Pete. So my Uncle Pete would be on one phone. His daughter, Laura, would be on another phone in Tampa. And she'd go, all right, go. Santa would call, phone would pick up. My daughter would go, Dad, it's Santa. I go, well, answer it. And she'd pick it up, and we'd phone to the kitchen. It's Georgia. And he'd go, is this Georgia? And she'd be like, how the fuck does he know? And be like, Georgia, do you want a trampoline for Christmas? She's like, that's exactly what I want.
And he couldn't recognize the uncle's voice.
No, he'd be a perfect Santa voice. And then we go.
Did you audition all your aunts and uncles to see who could do the best?
This is my godfather. This is the best one. Then he'd go, is Max Fromkin in there? And Max Fromkin would be like, the fuck, you just said my name. Max, happy Hanukkah. And he'd be like, oh my God, oh my. It was like, it was next.
Oh, fuck. You messed with a little Jewish kid? Were they mad?
Max Fromkin.
Were they mad?
By the way, Max Fromkin.
That's like you're forcing your fucking religion and your pagan rituals on him.
We're going to have to run this by his dad, Stephen, to make sure we can use his name. Beep the name up, Max Fromkin. The first time we did it, Bill went like this, right? He's a very literal child, very literal child. Max Fromkin? Is Max Fromkin in the room? And he's like, Santa? And he's like, happy Hanukkah, Max. I understand you want a bow and arrow. And he was like, looked at his dad. He goes, Dad, I need to talk to you outside right now. And he walked outside with his dad and he goes, you got to tell me right now if this is real. Because if this is real, we need to stop with this Jewish thing. We need to like he really melted down. Yeah, melted down. And Stephen looked at him and he goes, hey, buddy, it's his uncle. But don't say anything because all the other kids.
And now he's got to carry that.
Now he's going to carry that fucking.
Oh, my God, Bert.
I'm not the best parent. It was so much fun, though, to see the look on their eyes.
Dude, you know what you're like? You're like that one of those guys on American Greed, where it just kept going and like the Ponzi scheme.
You got to hear my uncle do it.
It's like a Santa Claus, but I want to know. No, fuck it.
I'm calling my uncle. You got to hear his. This is. He's a lawyer. Hey, Pete.
How you doing?
Good, good. Hey, real quick, I'm with Bill Burr, and I'm telling him about when you used to play Santa. Can you just do the Santa voice one time for Bill?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And who is this, little Bert Kreischer?
Yes, Santa. I'm here with Bill. I'm here with Bill Burr, Santa.
That's right. That's right. Hello, Phil, or is it Bill?
It's Bill. It's Bill. He's a stand-up comedian, and he really wants
a new microphone.
A new microphone.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to get one of the elves on that task tonight. But the big question is, if you're naughty or nice?
Bill's been very nice. He stopped drinking for a year now, Santa.
Oh, what was the naughty drink he was drinking before that?
White Russians.
Yeah, anything brown.
Anything brown.
Anything brown. Well, that's my Santa, Bert.
Oh, Pete, I love you. I'll talk to you
later. That's amazing. He literally sounds jolly.
He's the best. It was the best.
Oh, and Merry Christmas.
I love you, Bill. Pete, I'll talk to you later.
So let me ask you this. So you went this far with it.
Yeah.
What was it like the day when the feds show up and you're Bertie Madoff at this point, and they fucking show up and you got to basically tell them that all of that shit to that level was a fucking lie. Please don't start crying.
No. Isla lost a tooth. The girls were still sharing a room. They had bunk beds, but they were both up here. Leanne and I had just come back from a party. Isla lost a tooth. I had a glass of wine. We're putting the tooth under the pillow. Isla wrote a note to the tooth fairy, and George is reading a book. George has got a book up here. Isla puts it under, and Isla just turns real quick, like face to face with me and Leanne, and goes, "Are you guys a tooth fairy?" And it just caught us off guard, and you can see Georgia peek out from the book. Georgia's 13 at the time. Peek out from the book, like over the book, and Leanne goes, "Okay, there's something we need to tell you."
Oh, God.
And she goes, "Honey, do you want to take this?" And I said, "Yes, Mom and I are the tooth fairy." And they went, and Isla goes, "Yeah, I thought you guys were." And Georgia goes, "Yeah." And, but by the way, Georgia, she can say what she wants. She could tell she was like, "Fuck, they're the tooth fairy?" And then Georgia still got the book up, and she's like, "Yeah. I kind of got the idea that you guys are the tooth fairy."
This is fucking uncomfortable.
And so the book goes back up, and Isla goes, "Okay." so what do we do? And Leanne goes, well, Mom's still going to leave you a present for losing the tooth, and I'll put it under your pillow, and you'll get it in the morning. And Isla's like, I still get the present? And Leanne's like, yeah, you still get the present. She's like, okay. Puts her in the pillow, sits up and goes, hold on. Are you guys Santa Claus? And I start fucking melting, and I'm like, okay. Now the book slowly drops again, and George's eyes pop up over the book. I go, Mom and I, it's been the funnest experience of our lives to get the opportunity
That's a good response.
Santa,
Oh, God.
to get to be Santa for you. I can't tell you how much fun it is. And George's eyes widen like fucking shit, and the book drops, and she's like, and we're like, Mom and I were both Santa Claus, and it was really fun, and we don't want you to lose the experience of Christmas. But now what we'll do is you guys can help be Santa for Teddy. There's their cousin, and we'll show you how much fun it is to be Santa. And Georgia's like this, and I go, Georgia, are you okay? And she goes, like, almost like holding. She goes, no, I knew it. And we're like, baby. And she goes, no, I've known it for a while. And we were just like, are you okay? And she's like, no, I'm totally fine. I totally get it. And we were like, listen, it's been a lot of fun being Santa. And then, so we go, are you guys okay?
That is probably the best way you could have. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a blast.
Enjoyed. Oh my God.
You guys would go to sleep, and then we'd get you guys to, the look on your face in the morning was just so much fun and so pure to see your excitement. So then they go, okay. And so we start to leave the room, and all we hear is Isla go, hey, Georgia, do you think they're the Easter Bunny too? And Leanne and I are like back in the room. All right, hold on. We're also the Easter Bunny. And they're like, you're the Easter Bunny? We're like, we're everything.
It's all been, yeah.
It's all been
a pack of lies.
It's been, dude, it was the funnest thing about being a parent was being Santa Claus. It was my favorite thing in the world to show shock and be like, huh, you guys got a fort for the backyard? I remember putting that fort together and in the middle of the night, putting the fort together and then having the fort and pissing and moaning about the fort, going, I had to put this fort together, no one fucking plays with it. And Georgia goes, oh, hold on, Dad, Santa brought the fort. And I went, oh, that's right, Santa brought the fort. Yeah, I forgot. If you want, I will call your daughter for Christmas.
I'm not going neck deep in the lie, dude.
You're gonna get a call Christmas Eve from me. Ho, 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 Bill. It's so much fun, Bill. Right now, people are split because I think the average single guy looks at you going, that is fucked up. But I think there's a lot of married guys that go, we pushed it further than we should have.
I think there's a lot of people out there that agree with me. That's what you're doing
Hold
right
on.
now.
No. What do you think? Who do you think agrees more with who? Leave it in the comments,
Dude, it's
guys.
one of those things where, like, I think that your kids had a better Christmas than most kids.
Oh, they would have. I mean, we would arrange.
But dude, like
Santa's gifts were unwrapped. Our gifts were wrapped. So Santa's gifts looked like fucking FAO Schwartz. Like we'd set it all up. So if there was a train, it was moving when they woke up, and it was next
No, there's
level.
something really commendable that you loved your kids to deceive them that much.
Oh my God. I mean, I'll get you the video of the Santa video, and you'll see it. And to see what my kids saw, their fucking mouth, they were like, I remember Georgia goes, he's real. And I was like, oh, yeah.
But as you're bringing this level of manic
it got so
joy,
great. 13
that you
years
know
old.
that the fall is going to be.
There were times
each year you just keep jacking it up higher.
There were times Leanne and I would be out to eat, and Leanne would just go, hey, we got to fucking tell them. And I was like, she's like, Georgia's going to be driving. I mean, she's like, she got her period. She should know there's no Santa Claus.
I don't get how kids that old can go. I mean, I knew by the time I was 6.
I knew when I was
5 or 6.
I found out when I was 11.
By the time my older brother found out,
because you were,
and he was pissed, because he's just like, these fucking people have been lying to me. So he came to me, he goes, yeah, he's like, there's no Santa Claus. Mom and Dad, they told me. And then I was just, I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, cool, I know a big person thing.
Oh, for real?
It didn't bother me.
Oh, it broke my heart.
At all. It broke your heart, and you still did what you did. That's interesting.
It broke my heart to find out there was no Santa. I was 11 years old. It was Christmas Eve, and I opened the front door. I opened the front door, and there were.
Picture the young 11-year-old Bert with a slingshot in his back pocket. Just got done whitewashing a fence.
Opened the front door, and all our presents. It was nighttime, and all our presents were on the front door, and I was like, "Holy shit, guys! Santa already dropped off our presents." And my mom and dad were like, "Oh, calm down, calm down." And I was like, "They're unwrapped. We can go through them right now." And my parents were like, "Hold on, buddy. Why don't you come back inside?" And I was like, "No, our stuff's right on. He didn't. Why didn't he use it? Wait." And just a look on my parents' face, and they were like, "Keep it quiet. Your sister doesn't know." And I was like, "Doesn't know?" "Yeah, my sister doesn't know. I guess we'll keep that a secret." And I was like, ugh. I was like, so I get a shit Christmas where no Santa. I found out the night before. If I had just kept my mouth shut, I would have been like.
If you didn't look.
If I didn't look,
you could
I
have
would have
enjoyed one more.
loved one more Christmas. Just one more drink. Or one more
Can I
Christmas.
ask you a question? How did this madness start? Why do we do this to kids?
I have no idea.
It feels like just a selfish thing that parents do.
It is selfish because
It's like when you get a puppy and you just want to get the thing all excited, like, you got the ball, you want the ball, you want the ball. The fucking thing's freaking out just because you want to see. I just think you just want to see a kind of joy that you don't have as an adult and feed off of it and be like, I'm creating this. But it's just like, I have a friend of mine, he right out of the gate just said, yeah, it's all bullshit.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because then you get some first grader that's like, it's all bullshit, man. And like, no one wants that kid.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you fucking bastard something. Let me tell you something about all your parents. They're all a bunch of fucking liars. There's no Santa Claus.
And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Just fucking.
Yeah, there's definitely a yeah.
I went as far as to reach out to a Santa.
You went further than this?
I tried to get a Santa to show up at the house when they were getting towards the end where they weren't believing. I was like, I bet I could get a high-end Santa to show up at the house and just be like, all right, guys, there's no Santa. And then he just walks in.
Where are the non-believers?
What the fuck? Guys, I was wrong. He's real. I would love to be a part of that in someone's life.
This is what you should have done to
What?
get out of it. What you should have done is have a high-end Santa / stuntman. They do him up like he's dead, and he's in the Christmas tree. No, he's in the chimney, upside down. And then your kids see that Santa died in your chimney. You have fake news that you create.
You bring out just a bunch of cameras on tripods.
That is on TV.
Yeah.
So then you don't ever have to tell him he doesn't exist because he died in your chimney. And that's it.
Guys, we killed Santa. And they'd be like, ooh, gotta live with that. And then you're like, hey, there's no Santa. And they're like, oh, thank God, I thought we fucking killed the guy.
No, I would just go where he died.
He just died.